Today I'll be ranking the best Gridiron Guardians Part 2 cards. Today we got yet another promo reveal. Today we got Part 2 of the Gridiron Guardian promo. And now this drop I think was actually pretty good. I think we got a lot of good cards in this. Now right before I do go on ahead, get into the first card, I do want to go ahead and shout out the comment of the day real quick. And I do want to go over the tiers. So the tiers, I think they are the exact same as Part 1 for the best Gridiron Guardian cards. But we got the trash tier. This is something that I would go ahead and avoid. We got okay. We then got Budget Beast. Budget Beast gonna be like 86s or 83s that I think are tremendous value for their overalls. Then we got the good card tier, and then we got must have. Now the first card we got right here is gonna be 83 overall Jonnu Smith. I really like this card. He's 6'3", 248. Kind of reminds me of his blitz card last year if you played the game. And Jonnu Smith, every time he gets like a slightly lower overall card, he's always a good option. Like he has 80 short route running, not the best in the world, not the worst in the world, 77 medium, and he has 85 speed, so he's a pretty fast tight end as an 83 overall. I like Jonnu Smith. I think he is a budget beast. Now right after that we got the Steelers right tackle chukwuma okorafor. Probably just butchered that, but he's 6'6", 320. And if we take a look at his stats, so for offensive linemen, here are the stats that matter. First off, pass block finesse. This is going to counter the finesse moves. Pass block power counters the power moves, and then just regular run block. If you look at all of his stats, right, 85, 81, 83, it equals out to an 83 overall. So I think he's fine. Like, I don't really have a problem with the right tackle card. I don't think he's bad. Budget beasts are okay. I'll put him in okay. I don't quite think he's trash, but I don't think he's like unusable either. I just think Jonnu Smith is better, but he's not like bad value by any means. After that, we got EJ Speed. Now, I was just hoping that maybe he'd be the fastest middle linebacker in the game with the last name Speed, you know, but 83 speed on speed. 85 excel with terrible zone coverage though. So terrible zone coverage, like 6'4" is good. I mean, not like the worst user in the world, but like 62 zone coverage just makes me not want to use him. Even if he has 80 play rec, I'm going to go ahead and put him in the trash tier. And for the last 83 overall, we got Tillery, who's 6'6", 295 right in right here. 75 speed is pretty decent with 81 excel. The pass rush, and like block shed, 74 block shed, 72 finesse moves is what I'm low on, but 84 power moves is pretty nice. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'll move Okafor right here into budget beast, and then Tillery into okay. And now we're moving on to 86 overall. First up, we got Lowry right here, 6'6", 296 on him with 75 speed, 80 excel, 87 block shed is nice. The one thing on this card that I am low on is the finesse moves, but the power moves is pretty good, 88. 70 finesse moves, just a tad bit low. And I think Lowry, like he looks good stats wise. I think I'm gonna have him in the budget beast tier. Again, like I think the 86s were pretty cheap with the first part of the Gridiron Guardian, so I don't mind putting him in budget beast. Don't quite think he's like a goated card or like a good card, but budget beast, good spot for him. And then we got Morgan Moses. So Morgan Moses, 6'6", 330, really big offensive lineman right here. Now let's look at his stats. So 88 pass block, you might think he's really good, but he has 88 pass block finesse, so really good against those high tier like finesse move rushers. Like off the top of my head, it looks like Daniil Hunter is pretty good with the finesse moves. 82 pass block power. I don't want to say it's low, or is overall I feel like a little bit low. Like would like to see it 86, and then 86 run block. So again, like if you look at his finesse, power, and run block, they equal out to be like an 84, like somewhere around there. So like he is better than Okafor right here, but I think Okafor is better value. I will say that. I think Okafor is better value than Morgan Moses. I don't think you'll notice a crazy difference between them, but I will go ahead and put him in budget beast. I think he's a fine right tackle. And now we got Von Bell. Von Bell, 5'11", 205. I'm going to be honest with you. I am completely like, I don't care about height on DBs anymore. I've seen Tariq Woolen, 6'4", get agged just as much as anyone else, so height does not turn me off anymore. It's something that I'm not even really going to pay attention to. I'm going to be honest. But speed, excel, all that stuff really important. 87 speed, 88 excel on them with 80 man coverage, but 87 zone coverage too. I believe you can get the zone up to 90. I believe so with the shot card. Pretty good play rec too with 80. I think Von Bell's a good card. I think he is a pretty good card. I'm going to put him in the good tier. Now we got Dalton Schultz of the Dallas Cowboys, 6'5", Now, Dalton Schultz is just all the way around like okay. So he's 82 speed, not like top end in the game, but 88 short running, 84 medium with 72 run block. Like he's all the way around a very solid tight end. Again, he's not quite like the best, but I think he is a pretty okay card. Like, don't think he's going to be out of this world good. And actually, I'll move Dalton Schultz into like the budget beast tier. It's just like, would you rather just have a straight up fast tight end, or would you rather have a all the way around like very solid tight end in Dalton Schultz? I don't mind them being on the same tier, and I'd probably say Dalton Schultz is a little bit better. And I think this is how the budget beast tier is looking for me. Now we're moving on to 88 overalls. Now, something to know about 88 overalls, they get a tier 3 ability, but pick artist, not really like the best in the world, but a 6'1" on Pat Peat. When Pat Peat gets a new card, he's always really good. So 6'1", 89 speed on him with 90 man. The zone is a little bit lacking, but I mean, man is the meta right now, and 89 speed, 90 man is pretty nice. 88 excel along with 87 agility too, moves really well. I love Pat Peat cards. Every time they come out, I try to get myself the newest Pat Peat when he drops. So I'm gonna have him in must-have. I think he is an absolute baller. And then we got Andrus Peat right here, 6'7", 316 on him. But let's look at the stats that matter for offensive linemen. He does get nasty streak for 3 AP, but 81 pass block finesse with 89 pass block power. The finesse a little bit low, and 86 run block. So if we go ahead, like even him out, it's around 85. So he is worse than what his overall says. I don't want to even put him in good, to be honest with you. He's okay for a left guard. Like, I think Von Bell is better than Andrus Peat. I'll be honest with you. If I get Antonio Gibson, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but kind of like with Pat Peat, I think new Antonio Gibson cards are always plays really good because they are very well rounded. Good height on him, 6'1", 228. He is 87 speed with 90 acceleration. That is super nice. 80 trucking's kind of you know, but he can break some tackles. 85, good change of direction, but he can also catch the ball as well with 73 catching. I like Antonio Gibson's cards. He gets backfield mismatch for 3 AP. I wish like backfield mismatch was like 2 AP, you know, that'd be super nice. But Antonio Gibson, I'm gonna have him in the good tier. I think he is a very solid running back. And then we got the sauce man, and I want y'all's opinion in the comments. Are y'all tired of like out of position? I think last year I was really high on out of position, but I just don't want him to overdo it again, man. For the most part, there's like 22 players that you use throughout the game. Like, I know you can do subs and all this other stuff, but I like to see as many unique players on the field as possible, and doing out of position cards and making the out of position cards like the best in the game on both sides of the ball, I think is a little bit dumb, you know. I don't know though, that's just my opinion. Let me know yours down below. He gets outside apprentice for 3 AP, not really great value, but he's a 6'3" receiver with 88 speed, 87 short running, 87 medium, and 90 deep route running. I think he is a very good receiver. I don't quite think he's like the best in the game. I don't think he's like goated, but I think he is very solid. I'm putting him in the good tier. Now, Tremaine Edmonds at tight end is pretty nasty. 6'5", 250. So he has the height. He has 86 speed this time with 88 run block, 85 medium route running, and 87 short route running. This card with honorary lineman 2 AP too, I mean, I don't know. He could be really nasty. I'm not going to put him in must-have. He's really unique as well. Like, if I sort by run block with tight ends, 86 George Kittle has the most with 83. So 88 run block is going to be by far the highest in the game. And Tremaine, like I said, if you're a toter out there, man, Tremaine Edmonds is pretty nasty. Now we got Cordell Patterson at strong safety. He is the zone archetype, which is really important because for the most part, everyone is like hybrid man-to-man type arcs with cornerbacks and safety. So getting these good zone players is pretty nice if you like to run zone coverage. He gets deep end zone KO for 2 AP. I think I'd rather run like flat zone on him or mid zone depending on where you play him, but 6'2", 220, really good height on him. I believe he should have the big hitter trait on yes as well. He did on his cornerback card last year, but he has 88 speed with 90 zone coverage, 85 play rec, 88 man. I really like Cordell Patterson's card, and I loved his cornerback card last year. I'm putting him in the must-have tier because I think he is going to be absolutely goated for you. If you run zone coverage, highly recommend picking up Cordell Patterson, strong safety. And then we got Hassan Reddick. He gets under pressure for 2 AP. Kind of like Shaq Barrett. If you use Shaq Barrett, 86 speed on with 89 excel, 89 finesse moves, 73 power moves. The finesse moves really high, power moves a little bit low, but that's what you get with Hassan Reddick cards for the most part. And he's really athletic. He has the finesse moves. I think he is a good card, especially for the ability he can get under pressure. I like him. I think I am going to pick him up on no money spent and run 2 under pressures with him and Shaq Barrett. You know, kind of wish it was 1 AP, like, you know, like the Deacon Jones or DeMarcus Wares of the world, but I'll take it. He's going to be on the team. And then we got Justin Fields. Justin Fields is nasty. So he's 6'3" with 88 speed, 90 zone coverage, 90 press, 87 man. 84 play rec also isn't bad either, but man, like, this card is really, really nasty. If you thought Cordell Patterson was good, he's actually better. Like, Bears theme team just got a huge boost. If we got some Bears theme team users out there, let me know down in the comments, because your team's looking pretty nasty. I'm putting Justin Fields, pretty much the exact same thing I said about Cordell. I think he's a must-have, and I think he's the best card we covered so far. He is disgusting. Now we got Nick Bosa right here. Nick Bosa gets 1 AP strip specialist, 1 AP instant rebate. He's 6'4", 266 on him. Crazy good physical stats. 89 excel, 88 speed with 92 finesse moves, 87 power moves. Like, those stats right there are gonna be good till like Christmas. And he has every single pass rush rate, and yes, he is absolutely insane. He is one of the best pass rushers in the game. It just sucks he doesn't get a discounted ability like edge threat, under pressure, double or nothing, something like that, to really make him overpowered. But stats wise, he is one of the best rushers in the game. Like, non-ability pass rushers, he's like the best in the game. And then we got DK Metcalf. 1 AP deep out elite, 6'3", 91 speed, 90 short running, 90 medium, 92 deep route running. I believe he's the first receiver to hit every single route running threshold. There is now a new tier. We're gonna call this the GOATed tier, because he's a perfect receiver. Literally a perfect receiver. I don't want to say he redefines the meta at receiver, but he just made it a lot harder for people to get an S tier, because this guy is absolutely amazing. And then we got Eric Dickerson. He's always nasty in Madden, man. I don't quite think he's on another level with running backs, because it's not like he can insanely catch the ball, but 6'3", 91 speed, 90 trucking, 93 break tackle. Don't mean to say that he's gonna not be overpowered, because 2 AP bruiser is also really, really nice as well. Do I put Eric Dickerson also in the GOATed tier? Because he's really, really nice. I just think DK Metcalf is like just so good, man. I'm gonna put Eric Dickerson at the top in a must-have. But yeah, y'all, this has been my tier list for Gridiron Guardians Part 2, man. Let me know who you're picking up down below in the comments. I think for sure, man, especially on like no money spent, Cordell Patterson, Justin Fields, Tremaine Edmonds, all those guys are gonna be on my team. And I thought this was a pretty good drop, man. I feel like most of these cards are pretty decent. Like, we only have 1 trash card, and that's just because his zone coverage is just terrible. But yeah, y'all, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to go ahead, leave a like and subscribe, especially if you want to stay up to date with the best cards, best abilities, and best cards in each promo. If you guys want to see me pick up some of these cards live, make sure to go ahead, check the links in the description. We might be streaming right now as you're watching this. I'm gonna be grinding to get some of these cards, man, so I would appreciate that. If y'all don't want to head over to the Twitch right now, you want another video to watch, check this one right here. This was Gridiron Guardians Part 1, and these were my thoughts on those cards.